I be scared I'm gonna turn into my dad. That man's so fucking sassy. And he think he the prettiest nigga alive. When he fuck with women, he be like, that bitch is lucky she fucking with me. Okay? He trick women into paying his bills. Okay? He think he could talk his way out of anything. One time I got pulled over. And he told me he got me some insurance for my car. No bullshit. I can't make this up. And he was like, put me on the phone with the cop. And I'm telling the cop, my dad got my insurance. Cop is like, ain't no insurance popping up on my side. I'm like, yo, why this man saying no insurance popping up? Can you believe this man talked the cop out of the ticket? They both sitting there getting on me. He like, you got a good dad. You should listen to your dad. My dad like, I try to tell her she out there speeding. I don't know why she out there. It was no insurance. He never got no insurance. But he managed to trick the cop. The cop let me go. And he like, Nina, don't speed. Bye. I'm like, nigga, wait a minute. You lied.
Who you putting first, your son, your father, or your husband?
My son. I'm putting my son first. My father, then my husband.
My son. And then my daddy. And then my husband. My son.
And then who?
My father, then my husband.
Why the husband last? Let me know something.
Because regardless, if me and him together or not, my daddy and my son gonna be there. So fuck it.
Your
Son and husband. Oh, my son, my husband, then my daddy.
My son, my father, my husband, yeah.
Okay, why y'all put husband last? Let me know something.
I love my daddy and I love my son.
I birthed my son. Why would he be first? And my daddy, like, that's my daddy. Come on. You my husband.
Bitch, you been staring at me with your fake ass eyelashes.
Husband, son, father. I feel like if I get married, my husband is supposed to be like the head of the house. That's supposed to be, the leader or whatever. And then, yeah.
Go, leave. I'm not playing. Leave.
I don't care what you talking about.
Bye.
What's up, buddy?
Stop.
Get that at 5. Sick.
Hi, good
morning. Good morning.
Hi, are we having an issue? Yes, he needs to leave.
Okay, what's going on?
He cannot be here.
I can. I'm his father.
Okay, you have some
He needs to leave.
you have some legal?
No,
I have primary custody of him. He needs to go.
Okay, all right.
there's no proof, ma'am.
I have the court documents.
I'm here for my son.
Okay, all right.
Just this past weekend, she came over and you see the scratch on my eye. She took, if this all it is, she just want to just be difficult with me. That's all.
Let me just say this, Dad. Just so that we don't get him upset and we do what we need to do with him, can you guys decide on who's going to stay
I
here
just
with
drove
you?
4 hours here for his appointment. And just see what I'm saying. I'm not dealing with none of that. I'm not here to be confrontational or anything. I'm here for my son. And that's all.
Hey,
That's
guys.
all. Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. It's been a while since I've seen you. What's going on?
He needs to leave. He did not need to be here.
How did you even know that the baby was here?
I told
She
him
told me
about
about the appointment.
a month
So,
ago.
therefore, listen. I'm not here to be confrontational or anything. I'm here for my son.
Okay.
And that's it. And all that right there is unnecessary, uncalled for. I just drove 4 hours here for his appointment, and it's just too much to deal with for her. I'm just here for him.
So let's do this, because I can, for us at the office, we can only handle so much.
Right.
And the ladies, let me examine the baby, if you don't mind. Examine the baby with mom. Then I can talk with you. Can we do it that way?
I don't understand.
Because I can't. You know what I mean?
I'm not having no confrontation.
I know you're not.
Like I was telling her, this is just her, and I'm just here for him.
I understand that.
That's
I
all.
understand that.
That's
Who is
all.
president?
And you like bitches all the same.
Bitch.
have a question. It's for women and men. Doesn't matter. So I just finished having dinner. I took myself to Applebee's. It's something simple. I dropped my son off at work, and I don't have to pick him up till like midnight. So I was just like, I just get something to eat and go home. And so I'm sitting there. I sat at the bar, and I had my little earbuds on, watching my movie while I'm eating. And so when I was done, I got the bill, and I'm just looking around my surroundings. I look to the left. I see a black man with a white woman. I look to the right. I see a black man with a white woman. What do I see? What did I notice all at the bar? Single black women. So it got me to thinking. And don't get me wrong, I don't have an issue with interracial dating. I don't. That's not what this is about. I believe wherever you find love, that's where you find love. If it's no matter what nationality, ethnicity, race, whatever. If that's where you find love, then that's where you find love. But I'm just wondering, have black men totally given up on black women?
Absolutely.
The book of Micah, chapter 7, and verse 10, it reads, Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. All right, and the she that's going to be trodden down, all right, as you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American women of the 2/3 variety, all right, you're going to get trodden down the days we're coming into, all right, known as Jacob's trouble. All right, so before I continue, I'd like to start out by giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakhakwadash, and double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone who teach this 100% truth. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, all right, to be in the house of David. All right, today is April the 26th, year 2025, the hopeful year of our deliverance. All right, the hour being the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the seed of our fathers. All right, and judgment and destruction to the so-called self-proclaimed white nation, which they're not white, they're red. According to the Bible, they're the red Hebrew Edomites. But this lesson is going to be dealing with Keisha's. When I say Keisha, I mean the so-called black woman. All right, her disdain and ultimate hatred for the men of her nation. All right, you know what I mean? Because that's really what it is. I showed you a copulation so you can see where they at with it. All right, the daughter is hating the father. All right, she the first clip she referred to her father as sassy because he knows how to handle these hoes. All right, how is he sassy? Because he know how to handle these hoes. He doing to them women what women do to men. All right. But anyway, she calls him sassy and all that. All right. Here it is. He got her out of a ticket. You know what I'm saying? That she was finna get, and she couldn't even be thankful for that. You know what I mean? She had to, be Eva, be Keisha. All right. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 56. This is a curse. It say, the tender and delicate woman among you, all right, the women of the tribes, which will not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. All right, so there you go. All right, the so-called black woman, all right, especially, her eyes evil toward the so-called black man. All right. And it's been this way, I'm saying, for a while. All right. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, their daughters have this thing for their fathers. All right. There was another clip in there. You know what I'm saying? He was interviewing these young thoughts at the college and shit. All right. Asking these bitches who eating first, who you serving first, your husband, your son, or your father. And the majority of them bitches all said they serving their son first, their father second, and their husband last. I'm showing you that these women, they ain't on the level. They don't know shit. The Asian woman didn't teach them shit because she don't know shit. And the majority of them just got to die. All right, the mindset. All right, no respect toward the husband at all. These bitches don't even understand and know, all right, that your father is supposed to pick your husband. And you supposed to go off with your husband that your father chose. And you supposed to be with him. And these bitches don't even know if you disrespect that man in a way, you disrespecting your father. All right? But that's how out of order, you know what I'm saying, this world is. All right, with these red devils, these Edomites ruling, you know what I'm saying, and these other bitches living deliciously during his rule. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 22 and verse 5. It says, she that is bold dishonoreth both her father and her husband, but they both shall despise her. All right, so there you go, you know what I mean. And a lot of these bitches over in America are very, very bold. All right, showed you another clip in there. All right, this man then drove 4.5 hours to get to his son's doctor appointment. All right, and what does the mother do? All right, what does she do? All right, and then when the doctors came in there, you know what I'm saying, the assistants and the nurses and all that shit came up in there. All right, they were appeasing the mother. Oops, I hit the wrong button. My bad, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, they started appeasing the mother. All right. What is this? Isaiah. What is it? Where's the one she say destroy her sons? 1 second, y'all. It might be this one. Ask for my people. Yes, right here. All right. It say Isaiah 3:12. Ask for my people. Children are their oppressors. All right, Edomites, and women rule over them. All right, the women of the tribes. O my people, they which lead thee, Esau and Eve, cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. All right, and that's what these women do. Let me see, it's another one. I don't think it's Proverbs 31, verse 3. It say, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. All right, and that's what Eve does. All right. The bitches talking about they gonna serve their sons. I feel like a lot of these bitches would sleep with their sons, all right? They got some kind of complex. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see. All right, so this is it right here. Check this out. I'll let them read it.
Jocasta complex. In psychoanalytic theory, the Jocasta complex is the incestuous sexual desire of a mother towards her son.
Alright, and that's how that shit be coming off with a lot of these women. Alright, these bitches refer to their sons as their kings and shit. He's my king. Man, bitch, are you crazy? Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm saying your desire is to be to your husband, alright? Not your son or your father. Let me read this right quick in Genesis. Excuse me, y'all. In Genesis 3. All right, we're going to start at verse... Let me see. All right, we just read verse 16. It say, unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. All right, so there you go. That's what your desire is to be to a woman, not your son and not your father. All right, your husband. All right, let me see if I can find another one. Might be this one. Ecclesiastes 7. Let me see. It's this one, but I'm going to read the one in Sirach 7 first, then I'll come back to that. Let me see. All right. This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 7. All right. Starting at verse 23, it said, hast thou children, instruct them, and bow down their neck from their youth. So you're supposed to be on your sons and daughters' ass from when they're little, all right? When they go off, belt to ass, all right? Verse 24, hast thou daughters, excuse me, hast thou daughters, have a care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful toward them. Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter, but give her to a man of understanding. All right, so that's how it's supposed to go. The father is supposed to pick his daughter's husband. All right, verse 26, it say, hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. All right, and that's a lot of men have done that, giving themselves over to light women. All right, these wicked whores. Verse 27, honor thy father with thy whole heart, and forget not the sorrows of thy mother. All right, so that's in the scripture. You know, you're supposed to honor your father and your mother all the days of your life. All right, but our people, they don't look at it like that. All right. Eve is full of shit, you know what I'm saying? Because like I say, in the first clip, the bitch, she didn't honor her father, but in the clip where the bitch is saying who going first, who they serving first, all right, they all put their sons first and put their fathers second. So, you know, at the end of the day, stop the cap, all right? Eve is fucking with whoever is turning the eye to her wicked ways, all right? That's pretty much what it is. Whoever turn the eye to her wickedness, all right, she cool with her. Let's see, now we're going back to Ecclesiastes 7. Y'all forgive me, my voice be all raspy and shit when I first get up. All right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 7. This is King Solomon speaking. All right, the wisest man never lived, Yahweh Shai. All right, and one of his reincarnations before he was Yahweh Shai. It says, verse 25, I applied mine heart meaning mind, to know, and to search, and to seek out wisdom, and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart, meaning her mind, is snares and nets, and her hands is bands. Whoso pleaseth Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai power shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. All right, so there you go. Then it say, behold, this have I found, said the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. All right, and when you look in that clip that I showed you, you know what I'm saying, there was only one woman in there who, you know what I'm saying, got the order down right. She said she gonna serve her husband, then her son, and then, you know, she said, what she say? She said her husband, her son, then her father. All right, which, you know, it's her household, you know. But the rest of these bitches, you know, it ain't in them, all right? But it's all good, because they're going to get trotted down like the shit in the street. All right, we read it already. That's the oncoming judgment to these bitches, all right? The one bitch, she say, I mean, you just my husband. I mean, like that's just a small thing. The scripture just said that's a weighty matter, These bitches, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, bro. All right, it's Isaiah 32:2. It say, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. All right, this talking about the Israelite elect man, all right? Not Pookie and Ray Ray, all right? And a lot of you bitches, you ain't gonna even get close to coming across an elect Israelite man, all right? You know, we see how us hopeful elect Israelite man, see how you bitches moving now. We see how you think now. All right, and you know, the Lord gonna have the spirit of discernment turned up to 144,000. All right, and men gonna know, bitch, you only around because you ain't eating. All right, or because them niggas on your ass. All right, we're gonna see right through that shit. You ain't trying to be right with the Lord. You just wanna finesse your way up out of here. All right, and it ain't gonna happen either. All right, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. All right, and the Lord is speaking now. All right, his men are speaking. All right. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. All right, we're gonna see in that day. All right, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. All right, and the Lord is gonna do that. He is gonna strip you women and make you bare. All right, let me read that too. All right, I'll strip you from that stanky ass wig on your head, all right, to them funky ass hoe pumps on your feet, all right, all that shit getting took, all right. This is Isaiah 3, starting at 16. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and missing as they go and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore, the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts, all right? So the Lord gonna smite that bald ass scalp, all right? Then he gonna say, gonna discover your secret parts, because they're in Jacob's trouble. All right, you women ain't gonna, you wicked women ain't gonna have your feminine hygiene products accessible to you. You ain't gonna have none of that. You're gonna be on the run, baby. All right, you ain't gonna have no tampons, no pad, no none of that shit. So when it's that time of the month, all these beasts are gonna smell that funky ass box and it's gonna draw them right to you. All right, you ain't gonna be clean in that day. All right, the naked, nappy ass weaves and tracks gonna be showing. It's gonna be nappy ass weaves everywhere, bro. Wigs and weave hair pieces all over the ground in Babylon. All right, cause these niggas gonna be snatching these hoes up. All right, and them bald ass wigs gonna be coming straight off them bald heads. Them wigs gonna be coming straight off them bald heads, bro. All right, verse 18, in that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their calves and their round tires like the moon. All right, so you don't have them ornaments about your feet, ankle bracelets and, what I'm saying, toe rings and all that bullshit. Nah, all that shit getting took. All right, it say the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets. Nah, bitch, you ain't gonna be in the bonnet gang no more. And the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel. All right, so you ain't gonna have no clean clothes neither. And the mantles and the wimples and the crispy pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. So the Lord taking all of it away. Verse 24, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. All right, so that box gonna be cutting up out here, bro. And instead of a girdle, a rent. And instead of well-set hair, baldness. All right. So you ain't gonna have your weave in your hair this day, right? You ain't gonna be able to weave it through. We're gonna see the real you in that day. All right, the bald head scallywag that you is. And instead of a stomach ache, girding a sackcloth and burning instead of beauty. All right, you don't have your makeup neither. All right, we're gonna see the real you. All right. And I'm pretty sure it's hideous under there. All right, it's gonna be a bunch of Bo Higgins running around this bitch. All right, bald head hoes. All right, verse 25. Thy men, these simp ass niggas, shall fall by the sword and thy mighty in the war. All right, them first Ezra 4 and 26 through 27 ass niggas, they gonna fall by the sword. And her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. All right, so you bitches ain't gonna have no leaders in that day. All right. Your king is gonna be dead. Like the bitches say, my son is my king. That nigga gonna die. All right. And his daddy gonna die if he ain't the elect. All right. And you gonna be left pissing and moaning to be snatched up by another man or another group of men. All right. To be violated. It's the oncoming judgment, baby. All right. But to the elect sister, y'all, this ain't for y'all. Y'all good. I'm saying, just keep doing what y'all been doing. And, y'all are slated for the Isaiah 4 and 1. You know what I'm saying? Thing. All right. So that's pretty much it for the lesson. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to go through it right quick. These women hate their fathers. All right. Ultimately, they just hate the man. They hate the so-called black man. All right. As well as the Northern Kingdom tribe men as well. But Judah gets it the worst. All right. The black woman's disrespect to the so-called black woman's disrespect toward the so-called black man is on another level. All right, it tops everybody. All right, it's on a whole nother level. All right, and that's why, like majority of our people gonna die over here. 2 out of 3 of them are numbered to the sword. All right. So that's it for the lesson, Lord willing. It was edifying, flowed together, it made sense. All right, and that's it. Just put it up raw. All honor, glory, and praise go to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, or Kakwadash, and double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone who teach this 100% truth. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect that be in the house of David, Kwam Yasharala, Bible Ball, Shalom.